Good morning. I just got up. I'm about to head to the gym for some fasted cardio. I have my high brew coffee, which I always have in the morning. I don't want to wake Daniel up. I just wanted to say good morning, and I'm going to do a full day of eating for you all today. Alright, so this is my second meal today. Today is a low carb day, and I don't really have super low carb days at all. It's just lower than my higher carb days, I guess. So you'll still see quite a good amount of carbs in my meals today. So this right here is scrambled tofu, which is this kind of whitish stuff. So it's scrambled tofu. I also have some vegan breakfast sausage. So it's by a company called Light Life. Very good, very realistic consistency as far as comparing it to real sausage. I gave some to Daniel, and he had no idea that it was vegan. They did a really good job. And then Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. I roast them under the broiler with just some salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder, and just lightly tossed in olive oil, or you can use nonstick spray. But I roast them, and then I kind of cook everything separate for this meal and toss it all together. But this is really, really good too. So I'll toss up the macros for you to see, but I am going to devour this now. So I'll check in with you guys when I eat again later. This is essentially my lunch. It's my third meal of the day, and I wanted to show you what I am having. So I am having some cauliflower rice, which is just steamed cauliflower that I kind of mash up into a rice-like consistency. Some steamed broccoli, because you will soon learn that I love broccoli. Broccoli and Brussels sprouts, those are my greens. And this is the Beyond Meat brand. This product is Beyond Chicken. Whoa, I got really red there, didn't I? Okay, so these, it looks pretty gosh darn close to like a grilled chicken strip. Some of these have better, I want to find one. Here we go. Look at the grill marks. They did a pretty good job trying to make it look realistic. And the consistency, I wish you nailed it. I think that you could easily put in like this product diced up into like a stir fry, and nobody would know it wasn't chicken. Love it. I definitely am going to be using it very frequently. Has great macros. It is for 3 ounces. There are 3 grams of fat, 5 carbs, and 20 grams of protein. So really, really good protein source. The only vegan source of protein that's higher than this that I found is my homemade Seitan, which is also referred to as wheat meat. It's made with vital wheat gluten flour. So I'll probably post a video of me making some of that so that you can see that. The recipe's also on my blog, which I will link that recipe for you below if you wanted to give it a try. Super, super good. But yeah, so I am going to enjoy this here and get this meal down. Again, I have the cauliflower rice today instead of a different like carb source like rice or pasta or sweet potato, because today's my lower carb day, as I mentioned earlier. So I'm still over 150 carbs on my low carb day, but I just give myself a mild carb cycle. I have found that my body responds really well to that. So I have 2 low carb days each week, and it really does, my metabolism goes really well with that. So if you have any questions on carb cycling, let me know. Happy to do a video kind of walking through what exactly that is. But yeah, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna eat this. Okay, so looks simple so far. So I always have a banana, but then in my treat drawer, I'm also gonna have a Larabar today. I think I'm feeling like chocolate chip cherry tort. I've never had this one before. So, we shall see how it is. So, I'm going to turn my scale on, and yes, I bring my scale with me to work when I track things at work. I should probably just get a second scale. That would make my life a lot easier. So, what I shoot for, or at least what I have planned for, is 100 grams of banana, but these were little bananas, so I can already tell that I'm not going to get there with this banana. Yeah, so I got to about, can you see that? 76 grams. So it's a little less, but that is okay. I will just adjust it. And let me, boom, there's my meal plan. So I can just go to the day it is, and then in here where I have banana, 100 grams, I will just adjust this, and we will make do, and I'll see if I need to plop in some more carbs or anything else later. So I am going to eat this and enjoy this. So, yeah, I'm going to eat this, and then I will talk to you guys after I am done at the gym tonight. Figured I might go ahead and give you a little review on this since I just told you I'd never had it before. It is the chocolate chip cherry tort Larabar. Don't worry about the chocolate. You can still see right there, vegan and dairy free. Ingredients on this are dates. Of course, if you've ever had a Larabar, you know there's dates. Dates, semi-sweet chocolate chips, almonds, unsweetened cherries, cashews, and sea salt. So that is what's in there. This is what it looks like. If you've ever had a Larabar, you know they aren't always the most beauteous things, but that just tastes like candy. Just finished up at the gym. Did chest and triceps today, and then a little bit of HIIT on the step mill. I'm tired and I'm hungry, and I will see you guys when I'm back at home and making my next meal. These are the usual suspects for the evening. I used 2 different Garden of Life proteins today. This is their raw protein. This is their most basic, simple, it is just good plant-based protein. I used half a scoop of that, and then I used half a scoop of this organic plant protein. This one's grain-free for anybody who is interested in that. This is just their vanilla flavor in this version. Half a scoop as well. One of the reasons I really like this one is right there. See that? Organic cinnamon. It just makes it have a really good flavor. I like it. See, look at that. Tasty and flavorful. And these ones both mix really well. They aren't gritty. They mix really nice into the shake. And then I also added in half a scoop or 10 grams of this pea protein. You will see this pretty much in every single one of my shakes. The reason being, in just 20 grams, it has 1 gram of fat, less than 1 carb, and 15 grams of protein. So a lot of times I'll add just half a scoop or just 10 grams into my shakes. Gives a little protein boost, no extra carbs, and this helps thicken up the shakes too, which I really like. So there's that. Unsweetened vanilla almond milk, used a cup of that. Because it's a lower carb day, means I increase my fats a little bit. So I am adding 1.5 tablespoons of this Adams Natural Crunchy Peanut Butter. And I have 25 grams of oats in there, which is about 1/4 cup. Super pro tip on the oats. Put them into the milk for a while before you make your shake. Even if it's like, you know you're going to have it after the gym, before you go to the gym, put it in the milk, and it allows the oats to soak up the milk, and so there's no grittiness, there's no chalkiness from the oats when you blend them up into your shake. So I highly recommend doing that. I've actually had them sitting in there all day because I knew I wasn't coming home until after the gym tonight. So my oats have been in the milk in the fridge since 7:45 this morning, so totally fine if they're in there for a long time, but I say at least half an hour really makes a big difference. So I'm going to blend this up in my NutriBullet and enjoy this, and I will touch base with you again when I make dinner. And here is the muchacha. Hi, kitty. Can you say hi to the world? Because you're the cutest kitty ever. Alright, you guys. Last meal of the day. I'm going to have a Boca Burger. I'm having one of their chicken veggie patties. I really like these. They get nice and crispy in the oven. Yeah, so I'll make one of those. That'll go into the oven here in just a second as soon as it's done preheating. All I put on my little burger bun for this is yellow mustard. I love mustard. You'll see me eat lots of mustard. So yellow mustard, pepperoncinis, love these little guys, and then a mountain of lettuce that is currently overflowing out of my salad spinner. So I will show you what it looks like all put together here in 1 second.